Dave had made plans with Calvin early on to go watch a football game live and cheer on their favorite team from the stands. At first, Calvin agreed wholeheartedly, muttering that watching football is the only way to be a real man. But the closer it got to departure time, the more he began to back out. After much deliberation, Calvin decided to just play sick to get out of it. Before long, Dave showed up at the door, full of enthusiasm and carrying his football gear. He knocked on the door, calling out Calvin's name, eagerly anticipating the start of the football festivities. When Calvin opened the door, he deliberately wrapped himself in a blanket, feigning weakness and exhaustion. He even spoke slowly, putting on an act as if he'd suddenly fallen gravely ill. To everyone's surprise, Dave actually turned around and came back shortly after. It turned out that as he walked home, the more he thought about it, the more suspicious it seemed. Knowing Calvin well, he saw right through the little trick at a glance. Deciding to play along, he didn't call out the act but simply pushed the door open and, with a smile, called Calvin out on his lie. "Stop pretending, man. Do you really think I don't know you? You're not sick at all. You just don't want to go watch the game." Calvin didn't seem embarrassed at all when his lie was exposed. Instead, he burst out laughing. He grabbed Dave's arm and admitted he just wanted to laze around at home. Dave laughed along, agreeing that staying home was actually more comfortable than fighting the crowds at the stadium. The two instantly reached a tacit understanding, and just like that, their original plans to watch the football game went completely out the window. The two turned around and switched into stay-at-home party mode, and an impromptu dance-off began without them even realizing it. The first round of their dance battle, a fashion showdown. Calvin took the lead, digging out his best streetwear, a beret, cargo pants, and a pair of trendy sneakers, instantly switching to street-style mode. Calvin's outfits never disappoint. Dave wasn't about to be outdone, though he usually exudes a mild-mannered, refined white-collar vibe. He wasn't about to lose his edge on the dance floor. He pulled out a red hat and a suit. Standing side by side, the scene was already filled with comedic charm. As the music kicked in, the dance battle officially began. Calvin made the first move, his moves crisp and rhythmic, hip swivels, arm swings, and slides. Every move carried the tension of street dance, radiating an undeniable presence. True to his roots as a dance master raised in a black neighborhood, his every gesture exuded skill and confidence. Occasionally, he'd throw in a few exaggerated expressions, making Dave burst out laughing. Though Dave wasn't as skilled as Calvin, he made up for it with his boldness and willingness to let loose. He mimicked Calvin's hip swivels and arm swings, switching between standing and sitting positions, completely letting loose. Their two sons, watching nearby, couldn't resist joining in to cheer them on and join the fun.
本音频由魔音工坊 AI 生成。